Hi, this is Sandra from West Philly Mama, and I'm here at Mama's Latinas again. Over the last few weeks, we've been talking about health and nutrition, although I've been focusing mostly on nutrition. So before we wrap up the series, I wanted to talk about the other three factors of health that I think are required to balance a complete health picture. Obviously, nutrition and diet can't stand alone, so we need to make sure that we are taking measures to make sure that we are achieving our goals for the other three areas of focus, which are sleep, stress, and movement. Um, Sleep, that one's a tough one for me. I know my bedtime keeps inching later and later, especially since it seems to be the only quiet time I get. Once the kids are in bed, I just want to read or watch TV or just be awake and alone and quiet for a while. But I notice my bedtime inching closer and closer to 1 a.m. So I have started setting an alarm to go to sleep instead of to wake up. I have two small alarms that come into my bedroom and make sure I don't forget to wake up, but going to sleep slips my mind sometimes. So I set an alarm, and that's been helpful for me. Number two, stress. That one might seem like the one that's the most out of our control. But there are lots of ways that we can try to manage our stress, and I find meditation helpful. Not just being quiet, but really kind of trying to be mindful and quiet. And laughter is always helpful for me. I like watching a funny show, and if I have a genuine belly laugh, I feel a lot better after a stressful day. And of course, trying to keep perspective. I know I can feel very overwhelmed during the day, but if I take the time to look at the bigger picture, and my overall long-term goals and how I'm working to achieve those, that helps put things into perspective and makes me feel a lot better. And if you're having trouble doing that, I recommend seeing a therapist. There's never a bad reason to see a therapist. It's always helpful to talk to someone about your problems, and I have benefited from it many, many times. And I think, if you feel like there's a stigma about it, you should let that go. It's so helpful. And a really good way to manage stress as well. Number three, movement. This one's tricky. Scheduled workouts are a thing of my past ever since I had kids. But there are plenty of opportunities to be active, especially with two young, energetic children running around. We take a lot of walks. We live in the city, so we walk to the playground, we walk to the library, we even walk to the grocery store. And that keeps us all moving, well, at least me. They're in the stroller, so I guess it's mostly for my benefit. And then, playing active games like tag and chase, they really like that. Dance parties, spontaneous dance parties. We turn on a little Pandora and we all get our groove on, which is always fun. And we even do a little bit of yoga. There's some great free YouTube videos that we all do together, and even my 1-year-old really likes to mimic the movements, and I thought it would be challenging to do with young kids, but actually they've really enjoyed it. So yoga is a great way to incorporate movement into our day. So I'd be interested to hear what areas of health you find most challenging or that you do especially well in. Again, we talked about nutrition and diet, sleep, stress, and movement and activity. So I'd love to hear what your challenges and what your strengths are. Thanks.